Hello and welcome back to Barossa Valley Crafts. So today I'm doing another tutorial on the dies made by Essentials Studio Light. They're great dies and you can decorate them to suit any occasion and they're just awesome. So this is the one that we're doing today. So it opens up. I don't know whether you can see. So when you look at it from the front, it will look like that. That's from the top. And that's what it's like looking down the card. So it's reasonably easier to do. So I'll show you how I have put this one together and what's involved in it. So this is the die set. So this piece here will be, if you look at this one here, so this die here is the burgundy one that I've done there as a matte layer, which is this one that I have cut out for that. So that's the matte layer. Then this piece has got all the folds in it for the stand-up popping up bit part of it, and that will all fold down flat. So that's this die. I'll just pick it up. So that's this die here to cut that, and that is this part here on the die, the bit that stands up. And then all the little add-on-y bits. So this die is the piece that will go here. And then this die is that piece there. And then this one, lots of funny shapes. That one is the part that goes on the front of the boxes, or the steps. And then there's three little rectangles here, what goes on the top there. So that's those three there. So I'll show you how it all goes together. So the one thing you need to cut yourself is a piece of card that's 8 1/4 by 5 3/4 inches, or 21 by 14.7 centimetres. That's for the first matte layer to sit in. If you do it without having this base card, you will find that it will do this when you close it. So it looks okay when you open it, but when you close it, you've got one of the steps popping out. So that's why by making the base card for it to go on, it's all enclosed in there when the card is closed. So that, again, I will tell you, is 8 1/4 by 5 3/4 inches, or 21 by 14.7 centimetres. And then score it in half, fold and burnish. Then your next piece, so this will be your first matte layer. You need to fold it in half and line it all up. Fold it both ways to make sure it's going okay. And then once you've done the fold, give it a bit of a burnish, just so it makes it easier to bend. Now that one we are going to put in here. So we'll just pop some glue on this side of it. Try and get it centered in the center, so you've got a bit of an even border around the sides. Okay, so I'll give that a push, close it over, and then we'll just pop a bit of glue on the other side. and close that over. There we go. Now what I did was for the front of the card, I've cut another piece so it matches the inside. So the first matte layer is 5.5 inches by 3 3/4 inches. Then the second matte layer is 5 1/4 inches by 3 1/2 inches, and then the top layer is 5 inches by 3 1/4, and I've stuck those together, and I'm now going to pop that onto the front of the card. I'm using my favourite Turbo Tacky Glue because you can store it on the tip and it's ready to go when you use it. So I'll just pop that in the centre at the front. It's probably just a little bit easier to put that on now than when it's got all the insides in. So now we'll just pop that aside. And before we put this into the centre, we're going to add the other little bits to it, only because it's easier to do it while it's flat. So to start with, we're going to put the little rectangles on top of the blocks. So you can use any colour papers you like, obviously, and you can decorate it to suit any occasion that you like. It's, being a UK-based company, I think you'd have to Google where to buy these dies from that's near you. I know they are available worldwide. You just got to find out where close to you. And for some reason, a lot of companies don't actually post overseas these days. Okay, so now this one will go up here. So what I did earlier before I started this was I got some decorative papers with butterflies and flowers, and I have fussy cut some out to stick onto the papers rather than doing it all and having you watch me boringly cutting out things. Okay, I'll pop this one here. The hardest part for me doing this was deciding what colour papers I wanted to use. Now this one I've already stamped with sending you a message. So this can be where you put your greeting to whoever the recipient is. There we go. Okay, so I'll just fold that over and give it a good press. Okay, so now we're going to pop that into here. So you just need to work out where you want it so you've got a border all the way around. One thing I have found, when I did this one, I made it all with cardstock, which made it really thick and very hard to fold. Whereas this one, I've just done with papers, and it's a lot easier to stick into place. And just put some glue on here. and line that up with where you want it at the top. I might have to turn it upside down so I can see it, I think. That's better. So glue that one there. And then hopefully that one will fit in just there as well. So we'll pop some glue on there. And try and line it up so you've got a similar border to the bottom. Close it over and give it a good push. And there it is. So it looks pretty. It's a nice design. Actually, it would be a great baby's card, and you could put little A, B, C and make like children's blocks. And I guess if you wanted to, you could even have it so that the card goes that way. I never thought of that one, something a bit different. Anyway, so now we're going to decorate it. So some little things here I've cut out earlier. So we'll pop that one there. It's got a little bit of green on there, which is good, gives it a bit of contrast. It's a bit harder to stick down once it's in there. I probably should have done the decorating before I put it in. Then we've got a couple of little butterflies here, so we might pop one there and one up there. And there. And another one just down here. So it still leaves you room then to write on there. So let's see, how's that? There we go. How's that look? Probably doesn't want to have too much because you've got all this fancy decorating around there anyway. And then on the front, I've got this, and I made this butterfly. So this one I've done, I printed it on an acetate. It's a printable acetate, which is like sticky on one side, and printed it out and then layered them up, and they're quite pretty. So we'll pop this on here. Now with the butterfly, I'll use my red tape. Otherwise, if I glue it, it's going to just pop off once it's dry. So we'll just pop a bit of red tape on the back. Hardest part's now getting the bit off the back without pulling the tape up. There we go. Just fold that over. And we'll just pop that on there. Fluff it up again to give it some dimension. And there it is. So from there you could put your greeting on there if it's a birthday or just a thinking of you card or whatever, but there it is. So reasonably easy and lots of fun. I think, yeah, it just a normal size cutting die machine is required for this. I know some of these brand of dies you need the A4 size machine, but this one, it fits through just the regular one. So hopefully you have liked that, and if you've liked this tutorial, please give me the thumbs up, and please feel free to come and join me on my Facebook group, Card Making for Beginners and Beyond, and you can share your creations that you've made from my tutorials, or just any craft work that you've got. It doesn't have to be anything that you've seen me do. We like all crafts over there, and we love to see other people's work. So please give me the thumbs up and subscribe if you'd like to see more videos. And thank you for joining me. Thank you. Bye.